Guys, what's going on? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I hope you guys had a good Monday. Well, still it is Monday, right? But I hope you guys' week didn't start out too crazy, you know? And yeah, guys, hold on. Let me do one thing here. Guys, today we're going to talk about all this foolishness, right? And how, guys, I mean, let's be honest. Have women ever invented anything that's worth a damn? Honestly. You know, guys, we hear the whole Madame Curie thing, guys. Come on, she didn't invent anything. Let's be honest. You know, she might have been a good researcher, scientist, chemist, but it's not like she invented friggin' the internet or airplanes or any of that stuff. You know, let's be honest here. You know, hold on, guys. Let's do this here. Snowboard, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up, man? Here we are. Hold on. Let's do one thing here. I actually think that we have a story from yesterday that I didn't get to. Hold on. Yeah, guys, you know, all these feminists, they always try and claim that the wokey wokes claim that either like a woman or a black woman invented everything. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Snowball, you heard this this whole thing with like a black woman invented grunge music?
No, I haven't heard that.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
People actually believe this. Okay. Let's go to stories here, guys. Let's break some news first. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's look at some crazy news stories, and then we'll get into this stuff. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
A 33-year-old man is robbed and pistol whipped after meeting a 20-year-old woman he matched up with on a dating app. Fox 26 is.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. You guys still want to try and meet chicks on dating apps, right? You know, you will meet up with her, and then Nug's waiting in the bushes. You know, why? This Tim Hicks says women invented nagging. Does that count? Keyshawn's here. Rajai's here. Rajai, hey, what's up, dude? It's good to see you, my friend. Ancient's here. King Raymond's here. What's up, man?
Randy Wallace joining us live here tonight from police headquarters on tips for daters out there to protect themselves.
Yeah, don't date. Guys, you got to be an absolute dolt, a moron, an idiot to date in the West these days. Why?
Yeah, that's right, Anthony. Now, according to law enforcement officials...
Jesus, this guy's so old. His first news report was on the resurrection.
The best rule of thumb is to use common sense and avoid alcohol. After meeting 20-year-old Alejandro Benegas on a dating app on November 2nd, police said 33.
Oh my God.
You're gonna get robbed going to get this? Come on.
Please, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Come on, guys. Come on. If you go and meet this online, you're gonna get got. Come on, guys.
I'd say the writing was on her wall, but the
on her
writing
neck.
is on the wall, but it's on her face. Yeah.
Hey-o!
The pair picked up Mexican food and then headed back here to the motel to eat it. The man told police he had to use the restroom, and Venegas told him to turn down this road directly behind the motel. She was texting the entire drive, he told police.
Damn.
It was here where police say 20-year-old Joseph Aguilar pulled an AK-47 on the man and demanded that he empty his pockets. The man says Aguilar pistol whipped him while Venegas hit him twice in the head with a case of beverages.
Obviously, the first thing is to vet and check out the dating app that you're actually on and make sure that there hadn't been a lot of stories connected to that or problems connected to that of people that are posting on there.
And you don't really know who this person is, Google the name.
That's right. Googling the name, doing a little research. You did research to post your own posting on a dating site. Do a little research on the person that's reaching out to you. Make sure that they actually are who they say they are. Meet in a public place. Take your own car. Go and meet the person in that public place. Make sure that you stay sober. It's a very important fact. Never leave a drink left alone. When you go to the restroom, ask for another drink. Make sure that they didn't slip anything into your drink. Tell a friend that you're going to meet, whoever you're meeting, where you're meeting, what time you're meeting. Text them when you get there. Text them on how things are going.
Now, as far as Aguilar and Venegas, they are both charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. It appears they might be on the run. So if you happen to know their whereabouts, call Crime Stoppers, 713-222-TIPS. Reporting live from police headquarters, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
Here you go, guys.
I'm Greg Hurst. We'll get to those stories in just a moment. But first, new controversy at the Memphis City Council after an emotional meeting gets heated.
Councilmember Yolanda Cooper Sutton using language that stunned the room and sparked an...
You don't say, right? So you have a councilwoman that's showing her ass in the council room. Snowboard, guys, what do you think this person looks like?
Well, a key tip, her name was Holanda, so
you guys know what I always say.
A woman in politics is like a donkey doing calculus.
Immediate response from the Firefighters Union. WREG's Alex Coleman takes us inside for the heated exchange.
An emotional and at times explosive Memphis City Council meeting over firefighter pay raises heated up and boiled over Tuesday night.
It's the same players, it's the same gatekeepers that comes here asking for money for a poor city.
The debate taking a dramatic turn when Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton launched into a comparison that stopped the room cold.
Everybody just wants rape this city. The same players, the same faces come here and you rape and you rape and you take and you take and you take and you take from this city.
The Commons came.
Look at that, guys. Look at
that. And how many times do we say that they're projecting stuff?
Yeah,
guys. You know what I mean? She probably takes the most.
Hey, guys. So if the videos, like the previous video that I had up, guys, that was the maximum volume for the video, right? As I always have the YouTube volume turned all the way up, unless it's a body cam and there's sirens. So there are just times on social media where sound just doesn't match up. I don't know why the previous video was so low, but this is what it is, you know?
As the council wait, restoring the additional 2% raise firefighters say they were promised. Outside the council chambers, Memphis Firefighters Association President Thomas Malone pushing back on the councilwoman's words.
I don't really understand what she's saying. I think she's a little confused on fire.
Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. I dropped the link because anyone who wants to come on up, guys, just hit the StreamYard yard link. Guys, hit the like button on the way in, guys. It helps the algorithm, helps get this out there. Guys, the lives have been doing super well as of late. So thanks for that, guys. Guys, once again, we will be spinning 3NN News off into its own channel at the beginning of the year, guys. So I will announce that in January. And yeah, guys, thanks for all super chats. Thanks for the new members, guys. I am trying to hit 30,000 here soon. So, guys, make sure you are subbed.
Because we were not in this bunch that negotiated this year.
All this over 2% raises for firefighters. If anyone deserves a raise, it's firefighters.
Back in chambers, Cooper Sutton says she hears the same demands every year.
Next year budget, you'll be coming back. And we ask you all to work with us. That this year may have been just a little tight. But no, you're so greedy.
She continued pointing fingers.
I don't know how much more you want. Just draining this poor city. But you love Memphis. You love it.
You're the firefighters. You guys, she can't fathom a world where one of these guys will have to save her house from burning down, or will have to drag her knuckleheaded behind out of a fire. Demons, man, guys, put a 1 if you agree. Besides the 19th, the worst thing that we ever did was vote these knuckleheads into power.
Notice how loud.
Yeah, I'm talking directly to who I'm supposed to be talking.
What's that?
She even had. I said, notice how loud and obnoxious she's being, even with a microphone.
Aren't they
She's
always
being that professional? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is Jasmine Crockett syndrome. They think that the louder and more ratchet they act, the better. Clown world.
Talking to.
She says she supports firefighters, but not what she called political pressure.
Yeah, right.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The Memphis Fire Department deserves every dime of it. And I'm not anti-union. But what I am, anti-BS. And when you study coming down the pipeline with it.
Then she closed with a pointed warning to her colleagues and others.
That might not change any of that, and I don't care whether it change, whatever they're going to vote the way they vote, but you're wrong. And God sees your intentions, and he sees your hearts, and he's going to deal with each and every one of us accordingly. I yield.
Afterwards, Malone responding bluntly, saying the union is not being greedy, especially as firefighters are leaving the city for better pay.
So she's sitting there pointing fingers at me, saying I'm greedy and the firefighters are greedy. Let me tell you this. What's greedy is because our firefighters are leaving in droves. Since every time we had 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago when they held it, during that 2 week period, we had 6 people quit.
Reporting for your news leader, Alex Coleman, WREG TV, News Channel 3.
Plenty of passion on display at that meeting. And in a statement tonight, Cooper Sutton acknowledged that the language she used raised concerns. She says she intended to emphasize the seriousness of the city's budget constraints. She also says she has a deep respect for firefighters and fully recognizes the significance of their service to the community. You can read her full statement online at WREG.com.
No thanks. Guys, one last story. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Here we go.
On Friday, we broke the story about a woman who has been dining and dashing her way through the neighborhood, racking up hundreds of dollars in unpaid meals. Well, we find out that she's also been skipping out on rent. News 12 Shakti Dennis joining us with the shocking details and exclusive video.
You can catch her whining and dining at the top restaurants in Williamsburg, but most of them say she gets away without paying. 34-year-old Pei Chung was arrested at least 7 times for refusing to pay expensive meals at more than a dozen high-end restaurants in Williamsburg.
7 times.
Wow.
Guys, you know things are bad when Asians are doing it. Look at that, guys. Orders a bunch of expensive food.
You're a bum.
Doesn't pay for it.
You're a bum.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
After we
hasn't paid rent.
You're a bum.
Broke the story on Friday.
This chick can get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, light-skinned chick. You know, how you doing? Right?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit,
they can suck start a leaf blower.
We found out that she's not only defrauding restaurants, she's also hasn't paid rent here for over a year, and now
Look at
she's being
that.
evicted. Housing court documents show that Chung owes more than $40,000
Oh my God.
rent. She has lived at this luxury building on Kent Avenue since July 2021. Her rent is currently $3,350. Documents show that she was paying rent fairly consistently until early 2023, when she started being late and defaulting. Her lease expired in August of last year. She hasn't paid rent since.
When I moved in, there was an overdue rent notice on her door.
Many of her neighbors told me they've complained multiple times, saying she plays loud music, has angry outbursts, and disturbs the floor.
It was like 10 or 11 at night, and I was asleep, and she threw a Roomba vacuum out of her door, and she opens her door and throws the phone out into the hallway.
They say police are called regularly.
There's periods where they come once a week.
I knocked on Chung's door, but no answer. She has until December 1st to move out. In Williamsburg, Shakti Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn.
Cooked, right? Cooked. And she's so insufferable.
How much you want to bet she's like an influencer too?
Yeah. You saw
She's
her.
probably influencer, and she's like setting the standard so high. Like, today I'm in my New York apartment. I'm going out to eat at this place and this place and this place and having a great day. And she's just stealing her tits off the entire time.
Yep. Hold on. Look at this, guys. This crap. Look at this. Where is this? We're trying to say that she's the godmother of grunge. Come on, dude. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Hold on. Let me see. This is CBS. Hold on. Life Lurker.
Nirvana, REM, Pearl Jam. All these successful white male bands that dominated the 90s genre called grunge rock. Everybody seems to know them, but most people have never even heard of the beautiful black woman who helped create it, Tina Bell, a rocker from Seattle, the same city where grunge was born. Tina helped usher in the sound that would define a generation. But not only did she not benefit from her creation, she faded, literally, because years later, she died, alone in a quiet Las Vegas apartment. And
guys, come on. It sounds like she was more into the hardcore scene. Hold on, Snowboard, hold on. Guys, hardcore is different than grunge. Okay, grunge is slower, right? It's because guys, you had punk in the 80s, you had metal, you had death metal, right? That kind of dominated the 80s, right? This does not sound like grunge to me. Okay, you look at like Nirvana and all these guys. No. It doesn't sound like grunge to me.
Almost a decade before the roaring success of grunge, before Bill James.
This sounds like punk rock. So let's just say that this was 1981, 82. That would have been during the punk rock hardcore scene, right?
That's not even good punk rock, though.
Well, this is more hardcore. Is it a difference, right?
Yeah. No, AJ, what I'm saying is like, okay, I'm a business, right? Like I'm a record producer, record label, or whatever. I'm a business. If this is good music that I can market, there's no upside for me to suppress it. I'm gonna make my money.
Yeah. But once again, you guys didn't know, the black people, we was Kangs and masters of the universe that invented everything. Come on, man. This is absolute trash. There's just, like I said, there's this bias that people have where it's like, oh, white people just didn't invent anything. You guys steal everything, and it's absolute clown world.
Everyone steals it from us, including Chinese and stuff.
Well, but I mean, look at everything from skateboarding to the internet. All that other stuff like rock and roll, metal and all that other stuff. Come on. So, guys,
it's always built on somebody's contribution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like culturally, when you get to like, for example, we use Arabic numerals in our math, but the Arabs call them Indian numerals.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't understand this bias. We're like, oh, everything, all white American stuff is just bad and evil, and people are stupid, and blacks and Asians and browns just came up with everything. It's like, no, like America has so many different influences, and that's why we dominate when it comes to most culture and innovation. So here we go. Now, guys, this also leads to this whole hold on. This whole bias where they say that women invented everything, absolute crap, guys. It's not true. Okay? Because men invent like 95 to 99% of everything. Where there's some women involved, yes. But you cannot say that, that the only reason why that women weren't allowed to invent stuff and women stole stuff. I mean, that men stole stuff from women, please. Because what an absolute joke. Real Rain, how you doing, man? Travis, Clayton, Bonghole, how you doing, guys? Carlos X, what's up, dude? Good to see you guys.
So let's just skip the pleasantries.
Sure.
So why are
Yeah, I was gonna say, can someone help her? Us?
Here we go.
Oh man, here we go. Hello.
Do I deserve more or less?
Are you a man?
Yeah, I'm not
That
saying
creature.
hello to you, so let's just skip the
why are you
pleasantries.
there?
Sure.
So why are
Yeah, I
you
was gonna say, can someone help her?
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it.
Look at that, see?
So are your views on women based on data or personal rejection?
Oh,
Here
she
we
really
go.
got
You're
him.
an incel thing. Okay.
Because on a podcast about 2 months ago, didn't you just say you got your first girlfriend and you're like 30?
Wow, she really thinks that's a known. Number one, I've had a girlfriend now for a few years, not 2 months. And it's an open relationship. I do what I want, and she's closed on her end.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the people here going crazy. So here's the reality, right? So let me give you guys a biological reality here.
What does this have to do with my question?
Women-
I'm asking if your views come from data or rejection, because someone had to hurt you for the way you feel about women.
And there it is, guys, right?
Yep.
Who hurt you? That's all they have, right? That's
Ad
all.
hominem fallacy.
Exactly.
People have to be hurt to be able to establish and tell the truth.
Well, yes.
That's
Sort
interesting.
of, kinda. Was it your mom?
No, actually, you know what's funny? It was my mom that warned me about these hoes.
Mm.
Yeah. It was actually my mom.
So you and your mom are birds.
Me and my mom are birds?
Are birds. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it weird how these Gen Zers, they use like weird and stuff? Like, you're weird. It's like, okay.
All right.
Like, as if that's like a mean thing to say. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We have 80 people watching, guys. We have 32 likes, guys. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Yeah. Bird brains.
All right, interesting. Do you actually have an argument, or do you just want to make ad hominems?
No, I'm just asking questions. You have yet to answer my question.
Well, it
Is
sounded more like a
based on-
statement since we're both birds, right?
Well, are your views based on data or personal rejection?
Yeah, they're based on data, obviously experience, anecdotal, talking with almost 4,000 women now at this point. So, and I think every guy here, right, though they might not admit it, would love to have a setup where they have a girlfriend that loves and admires them and respects them, obeys them, and he could go ahead and get other women and she's closed on her end. And this is what I was trying to say. Once you reach a certain level of status and you have your stuff together, you'd be amazed at what women will tolerate when you're that guy.
Now, guys, he is correct there.
Yeah.
Guys, I know very successful dudes. Look, I don't judge anyone's marriage or relationships. I don't. Guys, I'm not about the whole polyamorous stuff or even like dudes. Guys, if you want to bang and clang, don't be in a relationship. But I know a couple guys where their wife doesn't have to work and they're out there just slanging it all around town. She doesn't care. Look at The Sopranos, guys. Tony Soprano's wife knew he was out there banging and clanging. She knew it, you know. But she liked the house, the car, all that other stuff. So, guys, I'm not one to judge relationships, but guys, it is true. If you're successful enough, or even if you're just Chad, guys, there are chicks who let broke guys bang other chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just got that charisma, or you're attractive, you're tall, you're just, Chad and Tyrone, Rich Tyrone, and then Gavin and Nug get the same treatment from women. It's crazy.
As a matter of fact, I am polyamorous.
I know, guys. Hold on. Speaking of slanging it around town, what's up, Secret?
Where's my mother effing intro?
We're building a new nation for black people. It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga. I ain't giving you shit.
Everything you did for me. Yeah, AJ's 100% correct. Every women I get involved with know they have to share me, and and I'm very transparent. I'm very open and honest with them from the beginning, and even with my one of my relationships, you'll see me and both my girlfriends, hanging out, staying together. Sometimes they live with me or back and forth, but they know it going into it. And the funny thing about with my ex fiance, I have rules. I have a code. One of my codes is, my main chicks always come first. A side chick will never, I will never do more, give more to a side chick than I do for my main chick, which I'm totally upfront and honest about it. And the funny thing about with my ex-fiance, after she done screwed up and ended up getting knocked up by some other dude and wanted to get back with me, I was like, look, I'm in a new relationship right now. And she was willing to be my side chick. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, and so if a woman wants you and values you enough, I think the problem you'll see is when people are sneaking and hiding. And like I said, I don't put anything in their face. So kind of the rules, no diseases, no outside babies.
Yeah.
And I don't put in their face.
Cool. Okay.
So I want every guy to be at a point where if you want to be monogamous to your woman, you can, but if you also want to have other women, you can. And that's what I think keeps you attractive, because women only get in line when you have other women in line. Now I know that. What was that?
He said you're not welcome on campus, prick.
Oh, look at this guy. Nice jorts. Nice jorts.
Hey, I have another question. Do you know who invented Wi-Fi? Like the technology for Wi-Fi?
Let me guess. A woman?
Well, yeah. So if it wasn't for a woman, your podcast, you wouldn't have one, and it wouldn't have gotten demonetized.
Oh, good one. Yeah, so here's the thing. We do direct connect on our pod, so Wi-Fi.
Now, guys, first of all,
who invented every other thing you're touching?
A woman
and
didn't invent Wi-Fi. So anyone that believes that,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
I mean, come on, right? And even if it was true, right, guys, men invented everything else. Guys, everything that made women able to be strong and independent, birth control, tampons, pads, IVF, all these things that allow women to, cars, all these things that allow these chicks to actually like get away from a domestic role, men invented. And men build to this day, build and maintain. Absolutely insane.
Oh, now it's I don't care. Okay, great.
Hello, sir.
Make sure to.
Anyways, so guys, here we go.
Oh God, she's gonna be a dunderhead.
Here we go, guys.
With those glasses.
Here we go.
And as Andrew mentioned, we aren't like in caveman times. Society has evolved so we can keep the best parts of traditionalism and get rid of some of the really archaic.
The lie detector determined
No. Guys, once again, in snowboard, look with me here. Guys, this is why, this mindset, you guys know who invented the whole technologies here so we can get rid of the old, all the worst parts of the old and worry about the new, is the boomers. Think about it, guys. The boomers enjoyed the fruits of what the generation from 1899 all the way to like 1950. They built the post-war boom. They were the most traditional, getting married at 18, all that other stuff, having 5, 6 kids. That built the abundance. You guys ever see these companies where they're making so much money, like Disney and Hollywood? They had all this money from the cough. So everything started being lame because they were taking risks. They were putting stuff out, and they thought that they were too big to fail. Guys, the abundance that was created by the traditional silent generation, the boomers enjoyed and said, you know what, to hell with this. All this stuff that got us here, let's just throw it out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys, they were still able to realize that they messed up and go back to that traditionalism. They messed around from 18 to 24 and still managed to reverse course when houses were still cheap. There wasn't this crazy tuition costs. Divorce wasn't as high. Childcare didn't cost as much, right? So they were able to kind of have their cake and eat it too. But now, and even the older Gen X were able to do the same thing. But now younger Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z are getting cooked. And that's why Gen Z men are actually saying, look, we need to return to what, Gen Z, it'll be their great-grandfathers. What their great-grandfathers did. What got us to this point, to making America the greatest country ever. Absolutely insane. Snowboard, you were saying?
Yeah, basically they were kind of like, hippies at Woodstock and all that. And then they could completely change the other direction where they became a Ronald Reagan conservative. But it was so easy for them to get into that role because you can just work for 2 years and you can already start buying property and acreage with, a house with a white picket fence. You can really make that change really quick.
Yep. You can graduate, get a manufacturing job, buy a house, have a housewife with 2 kids, send them off to college or whatever, and you're fine.
Yeah.
But that's what the silent generation and the generations before them built. And then in one generation, they said, oh, you know what? All this stuff that God got us here, you know what? We know better than people of the last 4, 5, 6, 7,000 years. Absolutely insane.
They didn't maintain the wealth and be, like I said, they needed to be a steward of what they were given.
Absolutely.
Give it to the next people. That's all.
Absolutely.
A luxury and abundance is dangerous.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. Luxury and abundance is dangerous. It's a double-edged sword. Because, guys, once again, there's a Warhammer 40K part of the setting. There's this planet called Chemos, and one of the Primarch dudes fell there, and then he used his intelligence and powers to make the society go from survival mode to. I have a lot of background noise from someone. I need you to mute. So they go from survival mode to having abundance, and that's when art, philosophy, all these things can actually start to come out. When people are starving or trying to make ends meet, they can't really think about why or think about dismantling things, right? And this is how it is. Guys, luxury and abundance, once you have these people who have that, they forget to get disconnected from the basic fundamentals: violence, death, survival, getting water, getting
shelter.
Food. Yes, that's what I say, guys. This is the ignorance and the arrogance of abundance. I've been saying that on this channel. These concepts that I brought up here: the ignorance and the arrogance of abundance. That's the only way that you can worry about LDHD, TV, baby deletion, and feminism is when your bellies are full, you have shelters, and the lights are on. If that's not the case, these things don't ever matter. They aren't even an issue. They don't even get to the point to consider these things. So
outdated parts.
It also breeds a culture of consumerism and materialism too.
Larry, you were saying? Sorry, man, I cut you off earlier.
No, that's what I was saying. Like you mentioned the silent generation of the generations before, they built this wealth, and literally the boomers inherited the 25 years of best American economy there is, where you could literally get a job anywhere,
Yeah.
anywhere,
Gas
any
station.
job, and you could afford a home and a mode of transportation.
Yeah. And like, it's like our economy was too rich to fail. Like, you could just quit your job and just get another good job. You can move.
Yep.
I can just move any race, black, white, Hispanic. You could just move from Michigan to California, get a job, buy a house. It's crazy.
Yep. Now the crazy thing with that, you mentioned the generations before had 5, 6 kids.
Yeah.
This is a generation that completely reversed course on this.
Yes.
And we're seeing a lot of problems with immigration happening today is because we can't even reproduce our population.
Yes, but Larry, here's the issue. Immigration is not the solve that these liberals think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Larry, can you come closer to your microphone? You have like an echo.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, what I'm saying is absolutely, because once the immigrants get here, the second and the third generation does the exact same thing.
Yes.
They don't have the kids.
Facts.
Like paying for first dates.
I never said anything about paying for
No, I
first
know
dates.
that's super like archaic, and
I
it's
make
like
more money than my husband does. I pay for a
that's
lot
cool.
of shit.
Yeah, but like you
So
heard.
we all know one, because we all know something about her husband.
Beta male.
Wop, what's up, dude? What's
Dude, I
going
swear
on,
you read my mind, because I just had this conversation with this Vietnamese chick yesterday. She was trying to change her tire, and I told her, I was like, "Look, you're 4'11" and 90 pounds. Just go find a man." Of course, she came here. She aligned herself with a bunch of B-dubs. So now she's developed this, the same mantra that I don't need no man. So she couldn't even break the lug nuts loose on her car. She's standing on a jack.
You walk past her as she's trying to do this?
Say again?
So she was like in the parking lot trying to change her tire, and did she ask
Oh,
you
of
for
course.
help?
Of course. I'm not helping.
Nice.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Let's go. That's what
Beautiful.
I'm talking about.
Beautiful.
Let's go, guys.
City boy. City boy.
He's a little tired of it and has no time to spare.
Guys,
Oh,
guys, put
gets
a
even
one in
better.
the chat just to let Walk know how much we missed him on this chat.
Yeah. He walked
It gets
right
even
by.
better. She put the lug nut wrench on the lug nut, and she's standing on it, trying to turn it the wrong way. So she's actually tightening it, standing on it. And I didn't even correct her.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
But I told her, I just told her one thing. I said, "Look, you think it's cool to say I don't need a man. Here's the deal: men built everything in this world.
Yep.
We know how everything in this world works. You don't."
Yep.
And I said, "That's why you can't get that tire off."
True. Because, guys, even the hand strength that's required, automation, all you want, but you still got to be strong enough to actually lift that robot arm so you can do the maintenance on it, or undo the bolts if the friggin' forklift tire goes flat. You got to change it. Even things like you work at like Lowe's or any of that stuff, guys. Basic things you got to lift. You got to move stuff. Do you even move some of the like a bag of concrete to actually find the little beep, the little tag to beep it? They can't even do that right. So
Yeah, the problem is we make being a man look so easy that they think they can do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yep.
Man to pay
They're
2024.
not speaking for me. I'm not speaking for them.
Yeah, I know,
Every
but
woman
we're
is
talking in
different.
generalities.
I cook a lot of the meals. That would be
There you
considered
go.
a female.
See,
Like
I mean,
Yeah,
guys,
too, yeah.
this is why, guys. There's gonna come a day where some knuckleheaded 304s call into this show, guys. I'm gonna warn them once. If they do this, I don't do that. I'm gonna kick them, guys, because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I really can't.
Look at the girl with the backwards hat there. You can tell she's just a complete bimbo, has no like brain power whatsoever, man.
Guys, look closely
Like,
in her eyes, guys.
Exactly. She's cooked. She's cooked.
Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the super chat button, guys. Hit the join button. Appreciate that, guys. I am trying to hit 30K, man. Let's go. Thanks to all you guys who were in the after hours yesterday, guys. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, join the Discord. Someone please drop the link to the Discord, okay?
Traditional female
Wow, that's
gender
like really
role.
sexist that you adhere to this like traditional gender role of like cooking.
You think so?
Cooking.
I make my boyfriend a sandwich.
I don't think
Some
so.
of the
But you're
traditional-
adhering to a traditional.
The lie detector.
Yeah, right.
That was a lie.
Gender role.
That's what I'm saying. You can adhere to some of them, but not all of them, because society has evolved and we don't need to be like stuck in the home in the 1950s.
So why?
The archaic parts of here's what you mean by archaic here, just so you know. The men have all the responsibility, but none of the authority. Because
That's not what
them
I
having
said.
the authority, hang on, because them having the authority is archaic.
Exactly.
And it's like that is the feminist creed. It's always been the feminist.
How would
creed.
the
idea
men
that
having
men
all
should
of
be-
that?
Listen to her voice. And oh my God, Angie,
Yeah.
you're about to, shut up. Guys, what I wouldn't give for what I would call the spin kick law, right? If you like fit some type of criteria, right? Let's just say you have X amount of money in the bank, you haven't gotten any speeding tickets, you have a clean criminal record, or whatever. You should be allowed to spin kick at least one person a month. You know what I'm saying? Now, it has to be a spin kick. Therefore, you have to actually learn how to master like a spinning wheel kick or a
Yeah.
spinning back kick. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, punching just a regular roundhouse kick.
I wanted to do a roundhouse. Yeah.
No. But see, then you got to practice to actually be able to be accurate. Because if you miss the spin kick, that's it. But if you ever landed a spin kick, yo, I'm telling you, guys, the spin kick law, guys, put a 1. If you
Not a
want
bad
to
idea.
vote it in.
It's got a samurai element to it.
No, I've been knocked out by a spin kick, and yeah, like dude, it's absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I got a spinning back kick to the liver, and that was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire.
I got knocked out by a spinning back fist to the head.
Dude, his heel just went big. It wasn't like I took it to the sternum, just, you know, but he went and it just hit me right in the liver, and my body just shut down, and I was just on the ground, and it hurt for days.
Yeah,
it was one of the worst pains. If I would have taken that full on, the liver's worse, but yes, spinning back kicks are probably the worst to the face or to the body. It is probably the most devastating kick that you can get hit with.
What would somebody have to do to be the one to be on the receiving end of that kick?
Well, there have to be criteria.
Yes, that was about 500. Yeah,
you have to be a 304.
Yeah.
Determine that they should be qualified to lead them. So my position on that is like, yeah, fuck that. That's stupid. And men should absolutely do the opposite of that.
Well, if a woman is doing the majority of the cooking, that's quite a bit of responsibility and not necessarily in her favor. So that's not really
that's quite a
validating
bit of
your
responsibility.
Oh yeah. They put the food in the microwave.
Yeah.
It's not like this chick cooks stuff
No.
from scratch.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
She's not making raviolis and stuff.
Yeah,
Did
she
you
thinks
peep
about the
what
air
just happened?
fryer. What's that?
Did you peep what just happened, AJ? Did you see how he had to pull his hand forward and tell the chicken in red to stop slouching, like laying back, like she was like she's got a pair of nuts and she's laying back and holding her leg open? Rewind it just a little bit. You'll see it.
I didn't notice that. I noticed her straighten her back.
really in her favor. So, well, if
Fuck that. That's stupid.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my
Well, if a
god,
woman-
that's the best
No.
thing this host has done.
No, it's because she was kind of out of the frame. You know what I'm saying?
and is doing the
Yeah.
majority of the
But still.
cooking in her favor, so that's not really
Yeah, it's quite a
validating
bit of
your point.
responsibility inside that nice warm house that has all that heat in it, that has every modern luxury possible invented
she
by
pays
men.
for.
You go over to the gas stove
Yeah,
that's
that I
imported
paid
by
for.
men. Hang on, and it's built by men. All of the modern infrastructure, which your car drives on to go get those groceries at the modern convenience store with the freezer system, which is all built by men. All of it was invented by men. And then you get back in that nice luxury automobile and you go back home on those roads built by men. And then you get home And you're protected 24 hours a day by military, which is completely and totally inundated with men, and a police force that guards you 24/7, to the point where they're literally one phone call away and have a rapid response time, usually, 5 to 7 minutes. Yes, I can totally tell.
Well,
that it's very archaic that men be put in charge of it.
That is because women are still catching up. For the longest time, we're still catching up.
What?
No, listen.
men are just better.
Guys, Andrew Wilson's laugh, dude.
Yeah, it's
Disrespect, disdain, disappointment, and disregard all in one laugh.
Than us.
Listen, a lot of the time in like scientific communities back in the day, like take the girl Marie Curie. She discovered radiation, and then a guy took it off her desk and put his.
She discovered radiation.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Go ahead, guys. Anyone say something?
One word. Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, the radioactive elements, guys. She worked with her husband and another guy, so they were a team.
Yeah.
But it's not like she was out there doing stuff by herself. So I don't know what everyone's talking about.
Even the air
radiation. No, she didn't. What are you talking about?
Even the air conditioning, it was invented by a guy, and what happened was he had left the room, and his wife came in, and she stole the patent off his desk, and then divorced him and got a patent under her name. So now she gets credit for inventing the air conditioning.
Yep.
What's
Korg?
his face?
Hold on, wait. Korg. Tell me what you told me earlier when they say that said chick invented Wi-Fi.
Oh, Hedy Lamarr.
Yeah. Now tell us why that's BS and that's cap.
I don't know why, because as far as I know, she was a co-inventor who worked on the algorithm.
She invented some part of like the radio
the frequency hopping spectrum. She invented the frequency hopping.
But here, okay, there's a guy who invented combustion, right? But he didn't invent the automobile.
Right.
What is everyone talking about here? Just because you invent the catalyst to said thing doesn't mean that you invented said thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't understand here. Oh, there's a guy that invented a metal rope. Oh, he invented the guitar. Come on, man.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
It just doesn't make any sense. This is the revisionist history. All women were all victims of the patriarchy. Every single white person owned slaves. That's just revisionist history foolishness that all the Native Americans or whatever were just peace pipe smoking hippies, and then the evil Europeans came. It's all a joke. It's all a revisionist, woke, goofball joke, and people fall for it. And then these knuckleheads, they believe this. They're taught this from first grade all the way until they graduate from college. And then they actually go out into the world, and they're so stupid that they can't fathom that they're wrong. They can't actually understand that they don't know anything about anything. What a joke.
Name on it. So
let's just pretend that let's just give them credit and say that they did make that. Let's just pretend that they did make Wi-Fi, and we'll say that just for pretend. We'll just say that happened in like 2010. What has any woman done in the past 15 years to create anything? Because I know men have done a whole bunch, or if they didn't create anything new, they upgraded a ton of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like, even if you take that premise as true, like, we just know that they're not going to be producing and creating a lot. It's just,
but isn't it
it's
funny
just what it is.
How we've invented the things that have allowed them to come out into society more. So we've invented our own demise.
No appreciation from them.
Tampons, IVF, all these things that like made their life those are the catalysts that actually make things so much better.
Yeah. We probably made like the vibrator and other toys like that.
Yeah,
too,
and
we
now that's
implemented it.
leading to our societal downfall. You know,
and like
in the same way, Oppenheimer. They should have had an Oppenheimer style movie where he's like considering, what have I done? But the guy who invented birth control and the tampons, you're like, what have I done?
Yeah.
If not for men, they'd still have to go down by the river just to wash clothes and risk getting eaten by a bear looking for trout.
Yeah. Or the guy that invented baby deletions. I wonder if that guy has the same like Oppenheimer style guilt, because his invention has deleted more people than anything else. You know,
his name was Coatenhanger.
Oh my God.
That was just wrong.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Yo, dude, snowboard, dude. There's a fiery hot place downstairs, and you're going there, man. That's for sure. Look at that. Look at
I can't.
that.
Yeah, think of all the inventions we would have if we brought women to the table.
There's a woman slapping.
I mean, look at a house built by a woman, and look at a house built by a man. It is way more functional. They don't put the laundry.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Women build houses.
Women
talking
build
about
houses.
architects? Oh, the designers.
The designers.
They don't build. They don't literally build.
No, I'm saying like if you look at women architects and male architects, usually the
women are
households are better.
Architects don't build houses.
No,
What are you talking about?
I'm saying
I know what you're
designing. I apologize.
So female
I'm saying
architects are
designing.
better than male architects.
I would say they're more efficient.
But do you know why that is? You're right. You're actually right. The reason that women build more or design more functional houses than men do from architecture standpoints is because when men do the architecture for a home, they encompass the family unit and the woman's needs. That's why.
Yeah, so facts. And women only think about themselves. Men think, all right, well, I'm going to put 3 kids in this. The wife's got to do this, da, da, da. And women think that it's just going to be them by themselves.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world. Casper, what's up, dude? He says that he's spent the whole day at the VA dealing with ratchet nurses and uneducated DEI hires and more BS from women, 90% of their staff. Yeah, guys, yikes, man.
Yeah.
Yikes. No bueno,
Have a drink on me.
Yeah, dude. And thanks for your service, Casper. Appreciate that.
What men do when they look at a home is they take into account the entire idea of the family structure for convenience, and then they incorporate that, and women don't.
No, women do. Because if you actually
what's more functional about a house designed by a woman?
Okay, so for example, like the placement of where the laundry should be, the placement of where the children's bedrooms are. If you like cabinets, pantry space, like if you look it up.
Is this a study or are you just?
No, I swear I looked it up. I was super interested by it.
You can't read.
The lie detector determined that
He's
was
talking
a
out
lie.
of her ass.
Come on.
The study. What's the? I mean, is
I mean, come on, I don't have a computer in the top of my
course
head and
not.
I can't remember exactly, but you guys all have computers out there. Just research it. Just look up female design houses versus men design houses.
Men incapable.
Here we go. There is no
I'm not
compelling
saying-
evidence whatsoever in any scientific literature that women architecturally design better homes than men or men than women.
I'm saying
Oops.
Yep.
Look at that. Guys, they're demons, man. Demons. Guys, I'm starting to think that the worst possible outcome is one of these 304s just talking, saying words, polluting the air, and using precious oxygen that all the rest of us could be breathing. I'm serious, guys. You know?
Yeah, I'd rather have a cow
Why?
fart.
Can you imagine, guys, if we had an exchange program, we could exchange all these knuckleheads for like smart foreigners that would love to be in America. You know what I'm saying? Or even like traditional foreign women. You know, we can just take these 6 and just get rid of them. You know what I'm saying?
one thing that's also bad too is like there's no appreciation for anything at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we live in a pretty luxurious modern world that has some pretty crazy stuff. Like it's pretty insane, and they just take that for granted. Like, oh, that'll just keep coming all the time. Like, you notice they don't appreciate anything. If you took someone from like Somalia, brought them here, they'd be like, "This is insane."
Please don't.
Hold on, guys. All you military guys on the panel, sound off, right? Korg, Walk, Seagrip. Larry, you were in the service, or no? I think he's muted. But guys, Korg, Walk, Seagrip, guys. When you went to places like I don't know, Panama or like parts of Southeast Asia where people don't understand, our basic existence here is luxury. Everyone else, the poor people here are richer than a lot of the middle class and poor in like Vietnam or in like Panama.
I had an instructor in college from India who said that he had heard somebody say, "I want to be poor in America because even your poor people are fat."
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Guys, I was in Buenos Aires, right? And outside of Buenos Aires, there's shanty towns where people live in houses made of tin. Argentina is like a second world kind of country. It's not first world, but it's up there, you know? Guys, the stark difference between the rich and the middle class and then the poor live, I'm talking third world poor in the same country. Guys, we don't have anywhere in this kind of place where people live like they do in the third world. Our basic living is better than most of the world.
America is the only country where the poor still have fat people.
Facts, yep.
Look
at
they're equal.
Here,
That's
I'm
what
sorry,
you just said.
I do got to move it on.
No. I didn't say they're equal. What I said was that there's no scientific evidence to give to the contrary. Now, I personally would say, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Of course, men build all the houses, they build all the infrastructure, they build everything. But I mean, if you just want to say, well, female architects, they put the laundry room in the better place.
I'm just saying that
I'll just go ahead and grant it really has nothing to do with.
I'm saying efficiency. Like women think differently than men, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
like
and she thinks that they think more efficiently.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Guys, let me check the likes. We have 106 people watching, guys, on day shift. Thanks so much for that, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let me check the likes here. Hold on. We're at 60 likes, guys. Hit the like button. Let's try and hit 100 likes.
Use that to see things from a different point of view. When you see things from a different point of view, you get scientific breakthroughs.
Like DEI. So like, so you're talking about like DEI, right? So like when it comes to like astrophysics, you think, or how about like chemical engineering? You think like if it's a black person in there, like because of their life experience, because they're black, they're going to be able to like bring something new to like mathematics or physics or something.
I'm saying if you beat somebody down, you're never going to know.
Yeah, you didn't really answer my question.
That is the dumbest answer that I've ever heard in my entire life. That has to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, guys.
You know she's used that before. She had that preloaded in her back pocket. It makes no sense.
This is how dumb women are. Guys, Snowboard, Larry, Secret, Walk, Core. You guys remember that we used to watch G.I. Joe? And you would look at Duke and Roadblock and all them, or you would like Conan. Everyone, I'm gonna be Conan. No, I'm gonna just guys. We don't have to see someone that looks like us in order to be inspired by that person.
Yeah,
Rocky inspired me. He was a white guy. I didn't have. Oh man, why ain't Rocky black? You know what I'm saying?
That's because they had Clubber Lang, fool.
Yeah, but or even then they were trying to this. Oh, guys. This knucklehead.
How about this, AJ? Remember the first time you saw Bloodsport, you saw Jean-Claude Van Damme do that, that spinning butterfly kick? Everybody wanted to be him and do that kick. Yeah. It didn't matter what color you were.
Yeah.
Yes, this one kid on TikTok, Rocky is racist. It's like, wait.
Okay, good.
No, listen. Listen, hold on.
No, how?
Think about how they portrayed Apollo Creed. Successful, dominant champion of the world, right? He had the flashy cars. Yes, and he beat Rocky up. Guys, that was Rocky is one of the most least racist movies. Matter of fact, they were being racist towards Rocky because they said that we need to get this white boy in here, because his name was the Italian Stallion.
And not only that, but Apollo coached Rocky to beat Clubber Lang's ass.
Exactly. But that's these new modern audiences who want to look back at old stuff and think that they know better than everyone else. So
have you guys ever watched any of the blaxploitation films of the early 70s?
Yeah.
See, I want to watch those kids' heads explode on some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Blackula is the bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Women have never been beaten down. All the women, so like when you say women needed to catch up, all of these original feminists who made all this original feminist literature.
They were writing, they were speaking all around the world. They were going to Europe, Brazil, Argentina, all with their feminist suffragette foolishness. What a joke.
Flying all over the world. They were highly educated. Since we've been keeping tabs in the 1700s for public education, women have always done better when it came to diplomas and getting degrees. They've never been removed from education. It was only a few Ivy League schools where that was the case. Most men also were not allowed to be college educated because they couldn't meet the bare minimal threshold for getting into those schools.
Because boys had to drop out of school in 8th grade so that they can work on the farm or work on the factory. Guys, where do you think the Amish got their model of kids are only educated to what we consider the 8th grade? Because by the time that they're that size, you better start raising that barn. You know what I'm saying? These thunderheads talking about walk with your grandma and great grandma, right? Your family's probably like mine, where out of my grandma and great grandma down in Alabama, most of my great aunts and stuff had college degrees. Back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, most black men didn't go to college because they had to work, but black women went to college. Yes, you had black male doctors.
They even had to drop out of high school.
Yes,
the boys had to drop out of high school and become sharecroppers, while the women got to finish school.
Yeah, they were going to school to be typists and stenographers or getting degrees in nursing. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been the case. But for the most part, guys, up until about 1970, what percentage of labor was back-breaking labor in the West? What, 80%?
Agricultural.
No, but I'm saying in general, you were either building stuff, manufacturing stuff, or farming. That's back-breaking labor.
Yeah.
Women can't do those jobs, and that's why in the West they still have traditional gender roles, because most of the time the Middle East, Southeast Asia, back-breaking labor. You know,
what role do women typically serve on for a roadside construction crew?
Standing there, that flag sign thing.
Sign handling, exactly. Yep. I've never seen one slinging asphalt.
Yeah. I'm a woman and I'm in construction, please.
Yeah. Detective determined that was a lie.
Manus for Vinyls. What's up, dude? Gregory's here. How you doing, man?
So what's happened now is we've just simply lowered the standards so significantly that now a college degree is the equivalent of an 8th grade education. Ask me how I know, because I argue with people who have doctorates, PhDs, right? Master's degrees in every sort of field you can imagine, and absolutely destroy them. And it's because they're so fucking stupid that what's happened is you took the standard, this high standard, the threshold barrier for entry, and lowered it so significantly that anybody could do it. College was about rewarding the best and the brightest.
Yeah, not that everyone's supposed to go. Walk, Korg, I would say like my generation, Walk's generation, Korg's generation, we were told if you don't go to college, you're a loser. That's when that started, was the 80s kids and the 70s kids, right? To where people thought that if you were going to join the military or whatever, like, walking cork, there was guys giving you the side, or here, there was women giving you the side eye when you said that you were going to join the military. Why don't you just go to college? Duh! You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm telling you, college makes people dumber. Put a 1 if you agree that college makes people stupider now. In general.
Oh, dude, I was stationed across the San Francisco Bay, and we used to go to Berkeley all the time, and the Berkeley girls would just look at us like, ew.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're probably completely lit too. Berkeley's known for that. No, but they scramble your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Guys, honestly, how many times have you seen these girls, your neighbors or your coworkers, and they'll send their little daughters, and you've watched her grow up, and she's, hi, Mr. Snowboard. Yeah, hi, Stephanie. How are you? Right, and then I'm going off to college. And that first semester, she comes back. Right, guys? You guys want to see what she looks like? Hold on.
I have like a train conductor hat on.
Hold on, where are we, guys? Because I'm gonna do a video on this. Well, hold on, guys. Watch. Hold on. Messages. Hold on. Guys, we'll wait for this. I haven't had a chance to actually show this chick yet, but hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Wait till you guys see this chick. Hold on. Here, let me do this.
Oh my God. Jesus, man.
Yo, look at this.
Hi. So this comment says,
That's the butterfly tattoo probably on her neck too.
no offense though, I don't know what the rest says, but yeah, there's no offense for that. You just want to see. So this is what my face looks like with it.
What am I looking
This is what
at?
my face looks like without it.
What is that? Her tongue?
No!
Oh my God.
Anybody got any eye bleach? Dude, that is just nothing
almost
but
seems
nightmare
fake.
fuel from start to stop.
Look at
Holy Jesus.
Thank
What
you.
is that? What the fuck is that?
Look at that, guys.
Thank you,
Look at
Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. Yes. What? No.
Guys, come on, guys. Drop a like on the stream, dude. Come on, man. Look at that.
My brain can't really compute it all the way.
I'm so
It's
sorry that I
crazy.
had to put you guys through that, guys. I'm so sorry. Look at
So,
Yeah, you can see my
hold
bottom
on.
teeth
Hold
when I
on.
talk.
Oh, he's not here.
Ugh.
Never really been keen on my bottom
I
teeth, 'cause
wouldn't
it's like,
with snowboards thing and walk and Larry pushing. No way. Nope.
Talking about horse people, they're everywhere.
Look at this, dude. This is like the Street Fighter 2 champion M. Bison of 304s. You guys remember how freaking hard the M. Bison was on Championship Edition? Guys, this is the final boss of the 304s.
Think all the money spent to do all this too.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't really probably spend it. She
one
probably
that is like
did
slightly
sexual
further
favors, but it's
forward than the
crazy.
rest. But other than that, I'm not too bothered by my bottom teeth.
Ah, man.
Holy
Jesus.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
So yeah, you can't really see it when I'm sat. You couldn't even really tell.
Tattoos all on her face.
That's not
The good Lord did not make her like that. She messed that up herself.
Yeah.
Disgusting tattoo on her neck.
Guys,
this chick is a straight up demon, dude. An absolute demon.
What's that above her eyebrows?
What's
Is
tattoos?
Yeah.
Tattoos.
Ugh.
But if I go, you can see it, and then obviously.
Man.
He has more red.
That's one of the most disgusting things I ever saw.
What the fuck is that?
Look at that.
She has more red flags than a Beijing parade. No.
So
I'm
Jesus.
into it. I brush my teeth like normal. I do everything like normal. When I'm eating breakfast, I'm
But when
like,
she, yes, you
No,
when
you
she
don't
had
do
it
anything
in,
that's
she was
normal.
she can barely talk. Like when she has the thing in, you know.
morning. I keep a little tissue handy and dab it dry because I don't wear it for bed, and I can't be bothered to put it in because it means brushing my teeth and getting ready for the day. But other than that, that's that. And then, so
See?
yeah, hope this helped. Hope that was interesting. Bye.
No, it wasn't
Jesus.
interesting. I could have gone the rest of my life without
Absolutely
seeing that.
disgusting.
So
Guys,
this could be
her pictures get worse.
Wait,
Guys.
scroll up. I thought I saw she's got a simp. A little more. I could have sworn I saw her.
No.
Okay, I could have sworn
It
I
was her
saw
looking
somebody
like-
else
Guys,
with her.
there's another chick that has an eyelid piercing. She pierced her eyelid.
Ugh.
Disgusting, man. Absolutely insane. Guys, what's going on, guys? How do we end up here? You know?
Was that part of ignorance from abundance, you think?
That is not enough Zoloft, is what that is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. These women, they go through some sort of traumatic experience, and instead of getting therapy, they just they try to get over the trauma by causing themselves inflicting more pain upon themselves. That's why you see them they're always heavily tattooed, they're always heavily pierced, and it doesn't cure their depression. You know, they still cry at night, by themselves.
Here it is,
Yeah.
guys. Here it is.
Mutilation.
Guys, no. I'm sorry, guys. We're going down the rabbit hole today. Because I did have a video a while ago of this chick who got both of her eyelids pierced. You guys remember that? She had them pierced on both sides. You guys remember? There you go, guys. Watch.
Get ready with me to go to an interview with an eyelid piercing.
What?
As you can see, the first step is done. I usually have this little gold ring in, so we're going to be switching that out to this little black one. The reason why I go with gold typically, not only because
oh man,
I like gold, but because leaving these black ones in, they're plated, and so they tend to tarnish over time into this like ugly whatever.
2 words, daddy issues.
Not a big fan of that look.
Sister Mary Frances, look at that.
God, man.
And she said she's going to a job interview. Job interview.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
And also, the reason why I'm putting this one in for the interview is because clearly this is not a common piercing. So I don't want it to be a point of conversation. I would rather.
So why are you doing
that? Like, I interviewed this great candidate.
Because she
today,
knows she's going to
and,
ultimately
I interviewed this girl and she had her eyelid pierced, which, I mean, it tends to sort of dominate first impressions, right? So we're switching her out to this cute little black one.
Women are such liars.
For now.
The chick said that she had a Marilyn Monroe piercing. That's where you get like right on your lip, or like no on the upper, like right underneath your nose. You know where like Marilyn Monroe had that
mole was.
Mole. And she said, I had a Monroe piercing from a couple years ago, and it rubbed against my tooth, and it caused so much damage. I have a receding gum line and enamel damage on that specific tooth. I can imagine how bad that damage is to your eye. Facts.
Yeah, wow.
The hardest part is getting her.
That's open to infection.
Eyelashes
Like
get
crazy
in the
too.
way.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
You ever see
What
those
else is
people
there?
that got
I just
their
boiled
eyeballs
it also,
tattooed?
so it's sterile.
Disgusting. What'd you say?
You ever see those people that got their
Yeah,
eyeballs
yeah.
tattooed?
They tattoo their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a girl
future
going blind.
blindness. I've
Guys,
never
I
even
tell you
asked
guys-
my eye doctor what she thinks of that.
I tell you guys, that's the one thing where you white people have us blacks beat and knuckleheadedry is this piercing stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Look, B-dubs get some stupid piercings, but the worst, craziest piercings that I've ever seen
Always
white people, dude. Straight up.
AJ, are you saying once again white people are superior?
In this case, yes. Yes, I am. Yes. Gleefully so, yes.
And not wanting to cooperate. Also get ready to see the most unappealing angles of me as I do this. There's like
all this
a mirror
work.
behind me that's helping, but I'm sure you're looking.
Disgusting.
Right
You know,
up my
whenever I
nose.
watch women mutilate themselves like this, it always amazes me that their mothers never stop and try to talk to them or try to tell them that, you know, not to do it.
Wow.
Their mothers just encourage.
Whoa. Their mothers encourage them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their mothers encourage
They
it.
encourage them. Guys, look at this piercing right here.
That shit is
I would
two-pack of ass.
I
The
would
fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Come on, man.
I would argue there are mothers who are discouraging their daughters from doing that, but do you know what the mother-daughter dynamic usually is? It's adversarial.
Yeah.
And so they do it out of defiance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
guys,
why I'm
the reason
saying that she's
why
got
her-
more daddy issues than there are back issues of Playboy magazine.
So
It's just-
she's like a fitness chick, and that's why her voice is so deep. It's because of the steroids. So
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, either way, of all the chicks that I just showed, guys, lesson: if you see any chicks that have anything close to these tattoos and piercings,
I don't call me extremely traditional, but I absolutely refuse to date a chick with any tattoos.
Yeah.
Any tattoos.
yeah, guys.
I'm right there with you.
Gregory said the chick with the pink hair has flatline.
Yeah. That's what I was saying before. She's cooked.
Yeah.
Not everybody could go.
Maybe
In
she's
fact,
having a
almost-
overdose.
Nobody could go. And so this idea that women just were historically oppressed and they just haven't caught up. There's no barrier to entry for any job for women, and there hasn't been for about 40 years. And they're still doing the same shit that they were doing in the year 1700, the same shit. Service industry, basic educational work, secretary, clerical work, sex work, same fucking shit they've always been doing. So you tell me, when is it that you think women are going to dive into the construction field and get on the oil rigs and start building fucking society and infrastructure? When do you think that?
And start welding underwater. Start scraping the barnacles and stuff off those big boats underwater in freezing cold water. Who are going to be building these buildings where they're basically barely strapped in, walking across these girders, driving these ice trucks, these ice road trucks, working in the Northwest Territory where you're on the pipeline or whatever. You can only be out there for like 15 minutes or you'll freeze to death. You got to set a timer. It's so cold. All right, Cord. I got a timer. So even though you're completely wrapped up in some of the warmest material on Earth, you got 15 minutes, bro. And if not, you're cooked. And then Cord goes out there and he's, hey, man, you got 14 minutes and 29 seconds. And then he runs back inside. This is what men go through all the time. Because it's hard enough work doing laborious jobs in the United States where they have OSHA. Guys, can you imagine working at a factory in Bangladesh? Working at a construction site or a job site in friggin'
India.
Guys, they still use asbestos. Yeah, you guys remember I showed you guys that asbestos documentary where like Russia, India, and China still widely use asbestos. So when you're building stuff, you're using asbestos still. Absolutely insane.
It's going to be. How many years do you think it's going to take before women decide that they're going to do those jobs because they've been so historically oppressed?
I mean, I know women who roof houses and are welders.
You don't know
but
any fucking welding.
I do.
You're so full of shit.
I
What are their
swear.
names? You know what? Tell me the woman's name who you know who does welding. What's her name?
Roofing.
We fucked her once. What was
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Oh my God! What even more of a
This
304
broad
answer?
right here. Look at
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
you don't even know her
I
name.
swear.
So you don't know their name.
Look, I've been very honest on this podcast, and I'm
But
telling you, I do
it's
know
just-
a roofer woman.
Here, I'm gonna have you pull.
guys. We have 83 likes, guys. We have 115 people. Guys, we had 130 something earlier. So let's try and get to 100 likes, okay?
Flip an info.
There's absolutely more men in the field, yeah, but there are women in it too.
Kathleen says women can't do it well. They did well the ships. Here's the thing, guys. Women were actually doing some of the manufacturing stuff, but what happened? The war ended, right? And guys, they got the hell out of those factories, didn't they? They said, it went right back into the home. Come on,
Let's
man.
look at the reason why the women were doing it, though. There's a reason why the women were doing it. It's because they made every able-bodied man go to war. So they still needed supplies. So somebody had to make the supplies to send to the war. They couldn't get children to do it because of child labor laws. So women had to do it.
You guys remember there was the women who were look at this guy. No, they were getting poisoned by the chemicals in the shells, and their teeth were falling out, their hair was falling out. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, it became an issue. But men have been doing this over generations. You know? Look at this. Women factory workers were pushed beyond their limits by brutal demands of World War II. Please. Men do this every day. The
Radium girls were told their work was perfectly safe, but their bones literally glowed in the dark before they died. In the 1920s, young women worked in American watch factories, painting clock dials with luminous radium paint. Factory managers assured them the substance was harmless.
Cooked, literally cooked, you know? But once it happens to them, all of a sudden, oh my God, I can't believe the injustice of it all.
How dare you?
But how many times do you see guys working in, was it boring?
Coal miners and stuff.
Yeah, all this other stuff, working with all this zinc and
Working around nuclear reactors.
Because what's the
or the
stuff,
people who had to clean up all Mayor Pete's train wrecks.
Yeah, or how about those poor sons of bitches who were when Saddam lit the oil fields on fire? Hey guys, we're gonna wrap you full of this heat resistant foil, and then you gotta take this big shield and walk into a friggin' inferno and put this fire. Or guys, has anyone seen Chernobyl, the series?
Yeah, I have. It's pretty good.
Hey guys, as men, watch that show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, I need you to watch that show.
Is it on Netflix or Amazon?
HBO, I think. I think it's like HBO, actually.
No, Netflix.
Yeah.
Guys, cooked. Those guys literally, when they got the miners, they had to dig a hole to get to the bottom of the thing to measure what was going on in the reactor, but they couldn't give them fans because the electric whatever. So they had taken off their uniforms because it was so hot. Like we dig the old way.
I'll do you one even better.
Well, hold on. So they told the guys like,
you're digging your own grave.
Yeah, but like if you don't do this, billions will die. And they're like, well, will our families be taken care of? And they're like, we can't promise you that. And they did it anyways.
Yep.
Oh, the Fukushima.
Look at all the elderly Japanese men who volunteered to go clean up Fukushima because they
I was
said,
just
I
about to
lived my
mention that.
life.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, there was 11 old men. They were in their like 60s. These men could have just said, you know what, screw this. I only got a couple more years left. I'm not going in there. But they said the exact opposite. They went in there and they knew it was a death sentence.
Yeah, but you guys remember, hey, Wrath the Khan, right? You remember Kirk was going to go in there. Spock said, gave him the old death bench, went in there, reached into the reactor core, put those crystals right, knowing that he wasn't going to make it out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what men do. Do you guys put a yes or no? Do you think a woman would do that?
That's why I thought it was so funny that we have that female firefighter here, because typically women run out of buildings, burning buildings, and ask men to go back inside and get the children that they left.
Yep. Thank you.
Going to totally get into construction.
I'm saying
Here,
that we're
I'll
still
send it
catching up.
One sec. I'm gonna.
Why are we harping on women doing construction? We should be talking about things like banking, finance. Like obviously men are stronger than women.
Because you gotta have a bank to do the banking in, you dumb. Why are they so stupid, guys? Come on.
We all know this. So yeah, it makes a little bit more sense for them to go into the construction field. Okay.
She had a butterfly tattoo, the red chick.
Like, why aren't we discussing?
Yeah, when she lifted her arm up, the only tattoo she has is a butterfly under her arm. You rewind it 30 seconds. Or even less.
Oh, know what that means.
You tell her. She thinks she's innocent.
Yeah.
She has the worst one.
Sweet aunties in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Well, hold on. Before we do that, just while we're here on this point.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
Did you open it in a new tab? I don't want the Dropbox window. Okay, go ahead, pull it up. All right. So it's just, look, me and Andrew here, when we're saying like women don't do this, women don't do that, we're talking in general here, right? Yeah. Are there like some women outliers who participate in some of these jobs? Go ahead, pull it up.
He has the worst producer ever, dude. He's always like, dude, this one. No, this one.
Dude, I don't know why he.
All right, top 20 most dangerous U.S. occupations and the percentage male. Logging workers, 94.9%. Fishing workers, 99.9%.
Guys, logging is actually the most dangerous. Here, knock on wood, snowboard. Please don't die. You know, guys. Do you even see police officer in the top 10? That's how dangerous these jobs are. I'm not trying to diminish.
Wow, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
You don't even see cops, and you don't see firefighters in the top 10. So you see police, sheriff is here, but look at all these guys: logging, fishing, aircraft, roofers, garbage men, truck drivers, iron steel workers, farmers, agricultural workers, recycling guys, mining, landscaping, construction, cement, electrical workers. Then you have cops. Look at that.
Aircraft pilots, 94.8%. Roofers, 98.3%. And then, you know, we could read the other ones. But
why are we equating strength to smarts, though? If we're discussing women having a leadership role in society.
She brought up roofers.
She did.
It literally says roofers.
That's why.
She's trying to change the subject onto something.
Why are we talking about
Why are we talking about what we're talking about?
Sweet auntie with the $10 says that she's an ice road trucker, drives up north. She's the only chick in her state. She hates it, but it pays well. And she's not built for it, but the men run circles. Here's the thing, guys. That's another thing. And this is how you know people like Red Door and Auntie. I've never heard Red Door or Sweet Auntie go, I have to love my job. Guys, that's how us men think. Guys, if it pays good, I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? But these chicks, I have to find my job rewarding. Please.
Because they don't want to self-sacrifice.
Not at all. Not at all. Thanks for the $10, my friend.
You are scaring the hoes.
Appreciate that.
On the chart.
I'm sorry I made a generalization, but I'm saying that typically women are put more into a box because of our strength. But if we can equal that, if we can have more machines, I mean, hell, Teslas are basically built by machines all the time. Like, you guys are going to be out of a job soon too anyway.
Who built machines, Thunderhead?
And have to maintain those machines.
And they're arguing it's built by a man, so just.
But things aren't going to be like, we evolve and we grow, and women are still evolving and women are still growing. And
yeah. Because they eat too much McDonald's, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's a good thing.
I swear to God.
Your holes are growing bigger.
Every dog that I've ever owned is smarter than was smarter than every woman I've ever dated. That's not even a fucking exaggeration. It is dumb.
It's like that thing where the guy was like, one drunk man is smarter than 3 women. Like, it is like true. Yeah. Beautiful.
How we're moving. One drunk man.
more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
But he's talking about what we're talking about.
I gotta get this actual clip because this is legendary, dude.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And he looks into her soul when he says that too.
Guys,
Like,
I love his hands. He's like, take it or leave it alone. He's like, hey yo, I'm just telling you the truth. You don't have to listen to me, but it's the truth. The truth.
Okay, cool. Let's play the bow video. Final thing on the.
Hang on, if you don't mind, it's very quickly, Brian.
Okay.
I just wanted to point out female jobs, most female jobs by occupation: preschool, kindergarten teacher, medical record specialist, child care workers, speech, language pathologists, dental hygienists, skincare specialists, dental assistants, medical secretaries, executive secretaries, dietitian secretaries.
Executive secretaries, meaning giving their boss a
Monica Lewinsky
blowy
type stuff
under his desk. You know what I'm saying?
The list goes on and on. If you compare this directly to the same occupations that they had 200 years ago, minus only 2 based on technology, it's the same occupations.
Well,
There's
okay,
no
but
more
that's the
barrier
same
for
with
entry.
men. That's the
You
same
can
with
also-
men.
hang
It didn't
on,
exist
hang on,
200 years
you can
ago.
also see this in the Nordic nations. They became more egalitarian. Jordan Peterson's brought this argument up many times. As Nordic nations became more egalitarian, people moved more towards their gender applicable roles. And so every single time we see this, whether it's in an egalitarian, non-egalitarian society, they're always moving towards the same exact roles.
I do.
These ones.
Okay, yeah, but men have been building houses and doing like heavy stuff for like ever.
I do have to move things.
They just don't get it, guys. They just do not get it at all.
No, I remember Jordan Peterson bringing up that argument, and what he was saying is, like, as human beings, like any other creatures, we have 2 pressures on us. We have our genetic pressures and we have our social pressures. So you make a society egalitarian and you take away the social pressure, the genetic pressure is going to take over, and you're going to move into those roles.
Yeah, and guys, most men don't want to do these hard jobs. Because I'm not going to be climbing no skyscraper. I'm not going to be climbing trees like snowboard does. No way. But guys, men do the jobs because they know they have to be done. And once again, put a 1 if you guys agree that men's nature is selfless and women's nature is selfish. Period. That's how
it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all you, man.
I was going to say it doesn't matter how good your point is or how truthful it is. Because women have freedom of speech, they're just going to be contrarian to everything a man says to them, just for the sake of being a contrarian.
Yeah. I don't understand it, guys. But we keep oh, guys, hold on.
I just see a good little video in the private chat that might help sum it up.
Guys, look at this. Guys, we'll go
about kindergarten
over this
and stuff.
in the next thing about these chicks banging their students. Guys, look at this. This is a body cam of the kid's mom brought. She's like, hey, look, this teacher's talking weird to my son. Look at that. So now they're in it.
He was protecting someone he believed he loved, while officers were still coordinating with administration.
Look at
they
this.
called the boy's mother in to inform her about the report, but before they could finish the call, she walked into the front office, almost as if she already knew exactly where to be and when.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I can already tell me what's going on.
So
should I stay for my fiance to check him out, or no? That's not good.
There it is. See, guys, that's the substitute teacher that was trying to bang the student, and she's got a fiance too. What an absolute joke!
Of course.
And look at the tattoos and stuff. This is who's teaching the children, right here. Absolutely insane. Because put a 1 if you agree.
In sweatpants and a garbage shirt too.
That We're basically to the point where public school is child abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I really need to talk to.
I'm legally not really supposed to be regarding anything.
Right.
My
Wow.
Assigned to our criminal investigation division.
Okay, so like I said, when I go through his computer and I find this woman on his computer, should I just save all this?
Look at
this. Should I take his computer away?
And essentially, I had a child lay their head on my lap. And obviously, it was against TOS and many other things.
That's the teacher? Guys, what is going on? Cooked, man. Cooked. Absolutely cooked. But guys, I'm going to shut this bad boy down, guys. Thanks for being here during the day shift. Thanks for the super chats. Kathleen, I know Sweet Auntie is on Discord. Kathleen, if you're on Discord, reach out to me because Kathleen, Red Door, and Sweet Auntie, if you guys want to come on and do a panel about feminism and how it's trash, that would, I think that the guys might enjoy that. So, guys, hit me up on Discord, guys. Make sure.
Hey, who was real quick before you go? Who was the lady the other day that you said to follow? I forgot her name.
Red Talk Anna.
Red Talk Anna. Okay, I'll look her up.
Walk, dude. She's hilarious, dude. These broads, look at her comments. All these B-dubs, man, they come after her. She does a panel show on Saturdays with someone else. I forget who, and all these B-dubs are just, I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch.
Definitely gonna look her up down.
She does not care, man. She does not care. But all right, you guys, we'll be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. I think that we're probably going to talk about these teachers banging students again, because there's been 3 or 4 crazy stories that have popped up in like the last week and a half. So, but all right, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
See ya.